Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 29th of September 2016. Before we get started this morning, just to let you know, I have released the video I've put together, what I keep barking on about in the Market Alert, the coming financial collapse of the banking system yet again, 8 years down the line. This video, End of the Financial Road, describes it all in detail. I will leave a link in the email so that you can go straight to it. But if you just do a search for Keith Cottrell, you'll actually pick it up from the search as well. And this is the one you're looking for. This page here will come up with. And then actually I'll go back one more. This one here, the ugly mug there, that's the one you want. Keith Cottrell, pick that one up and it will take you straight to the video, and then just down and away you go. So that's that out of the way. Let's have a look at the market, see what happened. We had the sell, of course. This was during Yellen and Draghi's comments. You can see that they're not having much effect on the markets these days. Normally when they spoke in the past, the market would move higher because they would reassure the market. But as I talk about in the video that I've just shown you, the problem is a lack of credibility. The market doesn't believe them anymore, and believe that they're running out of tools in order to turn the economy around. And again, I'm not going to go into it in detail here. It's all in the video now, and you'll find out why and how they're basically at the end of the road. So the market traded sideways and would have remained this way, but later on in the evening, this came out. I'll just scroll back to the top here, and not this one, it will be this one. There you go. OPEC agrees on first oil production cut since 2008, but the biggest questions remain. More politics than ever anything else. Wall Street reacts to OPEC oil production cut. Oil price cut collapse sparks stock buying panic. So it's the oil market that moved prices higher, not the plunge protection team for a change. If you have a look in the chart here, you can see exactly what happened just at the time that the stock market took off as well. You see that the move was the cuts in oil production. This is not good. And to add insult to injury on the fundamentals as well, old Obama, unfortunately, the JASTA, which I spoke about in Monday's Market Alert, has gone through Congress. He says they've made a mistake. Well, only time will tell. The problem is he's really going to, let's put it politely, irritate the Saudis, because now any victims of 9/11 can sue Saudi Arabia, as it says there, for the attacks they believe they were involved in it, which goes back to the 28 redacted pages that were released a few months ago. So Tim Kaine, Clinton's running mate, Harry Reid, and of course Bernie Sanders didn't vote. That was Bernie and Tim Kaine, but Harry Reid vetoed with the president. Just unbelievable. But then again, of course, Tim Kaine, as he's Clinton's running mate, and Bernie Sanders, of course, have a vested interest in staying on side, as it were, just in case they are become part of Clinton's cabinet should she be elected later on in November. So yeah, it's all starting to fall apart. And also of course, let alone the oil price rocketing, which is going to create inflation, which of course the central banks have been desperate for inflation since instigating QE. But that aside, of course, the Saudis have threatened to sell $750 million of their US bonds should the House of Representatives, I think it goes through by Friday evening, decide to pass this bill as well. So things are getting interesting. The reason I'm telling you this is because obviously it's the knock-on effect of the threats from the Saudis of selling the financial instruments that's going to do this. They could also start selling their oil in euros as well, which would really put the cat amongst the pigeons, and that's why Obama vetoed us along with Harry Reid. So interesting times in the next few days with regards to this, but that's the reason why the market took off like it did. Unfortunately, we didn't get a signal, which is very strange actually, but the market moving higher there on this news that OPEC are making big cuts. So we see the market moving higher in the daily chart. We've been up for the last 2 days. let's see how far this can go before it runs out of steam. News-wise today, I think we're wheeling out some FOMC people again today. We are indeed. They're doing their damnedest at the moment to keep these markets aloft, not realising that they're wasting the time. Yellen isn't speaking until the market closes. Powell speaks at 3 p.m, so be careful. We've got pending home sales as well, also to show down as well. All of the economic news coming out at the moment is just dire, and yet the market continues to go up. MPC Forbes is going to speak. He's from the UK, and then everything else is released before the market actually opens. On the implied volatility front, 1104 down slightly for yesterday, and that's because of the rally in crude oil, obviously lifting stocks higher before the close there. So that's really it for today. There's not a lot else to report. See what goes on today, and say it's going to get interesting certainly over the weekend, especially if the bill is passed by the House of Representatives. I'm not 100% convinced on that. I'm not really up to speed on how the legislation passes through the different houses in the US, but something I was listening to earlier said that was the case. Whether it's true or not, I don't know, but let's wait and see what happens over the weekend, and I'm sure that it isn't going to go through the House. If it does have to go through the House of Representatives on tomorrow evening, but the markets will be closed when it does, so that it becomes full and final, as it were. Right, that's it. I will let you know if anything happens during the day. Other than that, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.